Hello, this is Wendy English with the Small Business Development Center in Brigham City, Utah. And today we're going to talk about how to get your business license in Utah. I work with lots of clients, and this is always an issue when they first get started. For some reason, the website looks overwhelming, and I remember for the first time I did it, it seemed overwhelming too. So we're just going to walk through it step by step so that you have an idea of what to do to be successful in getting your business license in Utah. First, you'll need to decide what kind of entity you want to be. If you want to be a sole proprietor, an LLC, an S Corp, or a corporation. And there's a wonderful site about that on slide 2. And we'll talk about that in a minute. You will then need to go to the irs.gov and get your EIN number. And we'll go through each step along the way with you to make sure that you feel confident in getting your business license. The SBA has an excellent site that I encourage you to go to, and it will walk you through choosing your business structure. I also encourage you to talk to an attorney. I'm not allowed to give legal advice, so I can't really assist you with this choice. However, the SBA has great advice on this page, and also an attorney or an accountant should be able to help you. This is the first page of irs.gov, and I'm going to direct you on where to go to apply for your EIN number. If you look at the orange tabs and go to the third one over called Tools, you can go down several of the bullet points to apply for the EIN. And click on that, and it will direct you to more information. I really love this site. It's super easy, very clean and clear. You go to bullet point 3 and apply online now. The only hang up that you might have if you've chosen to be an LLC, you'll see LLC partnership. Unless you are a very unique situation, you will not be a LLC partnership, in most cases, even if you have a partner. So again, talk to an attorney or an accountant and clarify that before you move on. But in most cases, you will hit no. A few things to think about. As you're going through the site at the very end, it will give you two options. Do you want the EIN mailed to you, or do you want it emailed to you? I usually hit email because usually we want that EIN number right now. And then it will give you the option. It will bring up the EIN number and it'll give you the option to print it. I encourage you to print it, and then once you have printed it off, make sure you don't lose it. It's really hard to get it again. You will take your EIN number to the city, and you will need it also when you are buying product for your business. This is the first page of the site www.osbr.utah.gov, and it's a service from the state of Utah to assist you in registering your business for a business license in the state. It is fairly easy, especially because it has a demo option so that you can go through the demo completely and work out all the kinks then before you go in to create an account. This allows you to register your business with the Utah State Tax Commission, the Utah Labor Commission, the Utah Department of Commerce, Utah Department of Workforce Services, and Utah Department of Environmental Quality, forgive me. So I encourage you to go through the demo. We're going to do it right now very quickly, and then I encourage you to go through and do it on your own, and then go ahead and create an account and get registered. This page allows you to decide which of the following options apply to you. Are you registering a new business in Utah? Or are you registering an acquisition, a merger, or a change in entity? So if you are buying an already existing business, you would be registering an acquisition. If you're merging with another company, that's a merger. Or if you want to just change the entity type, then you would hit the bottom blue tab. Most of my clients are just registering a new business in Utah, so I encourage you to go ahead and hit that tab. On this page, you begin to create a registration account. It's very straightforward. I only added this because at the bottom, it shows a third-party designee. You would only want to do this if you don't have a mailbox and you need someone else to get the registration information, or if you have trouble with the reading or writing English, this may also be an option. However, for most of my clients, they create a registration account on their own without a third-party designee. So I encourage you to do the same if you possibly can. Congratulations, you have completed the registration account information. That doesn't mean that you are done with the business registration. The easy part is over. At the bottom, you will want to continue your registration. These are the pre-registration questions, and we want to talk about them a little tiny bit. So if you're a new business and you're registering and you already have your EIN number, which is the same as an FEIN number, then you would hit yes, because you've already gone through that process. And if you're a new business and you're registering and you already have sales and use tax, then go ahead and hit yes, but otherwise make sure you hit no on that. The next one that would be a concern is the fourth question. For the new business you are registering, prior to beginning this registration, did you already file your articles of incorporation, articles of organizational partnership, or business name registration with the Department of Commerce, Division of Corporations and Commercial Code? You want to hit no on this so that you can continue your registration, unless of course you have done the following things above. Go ahead and go through the rest. Do you already have an unemployment insurance employer identification account? If you don't, please hit no. And I think that the rest of them are going to be fairly straightforward. Here's where you put in your business entity, whether you want to be a sole proprietor, an LLC, a corporation, an S Corp. And the entry subtype would be domestic, non-domestic, and for most of you, it will be domestic that you hit. Now you will get to choose your name. As you see, there's a space to put in your business name, and the state will go in and do a search and see if that name has already been used. If the name's already been used, you will get a page like this, and it will give you an opportunity to pick another name that will fit with your business. It can actually just be minor changes to the name to have a successful search. Ta-da! Successful name has been chosen. You won't find out for sure about your name registration until the day after you do the registration. They will send you an email that lets you know that the name's been approved. So when you are going through your checklist that you'll see later on and you see an empty place by the business name, don't worry about it. It's no big deal. You will soon hear from the state about the name and if it has been approved. So continue your registration. The next two pages are a list of questions. They need your address. It's pre-populated, so as you've put your address in before, it should pop up as you begin to type it in again, which makes it a little easy to accomplish this page and the pages to come, because they ask for it over and over again. For this date that you will start doing your business, I'd give yourself a day or two, because you are going to have to get a license from this city as well. And then the only other red flag on this is the third question down. Do you need a sales tax license? Most of you are going to need a sales tax license unless you do a service, such as consulting, training, things like that. Make sure that you select yes, so that you will receive a sales tax license. It can be part of this process. It's much easier to do it this way than to have to go back in and go to the state licensing department and do it that way. So go ahead, and if you need a sales tax license, make sure that you hit yes. As you've noticed, I haven't talked on every slide, and I probably won't. Some of these are very easy for you to understand and to go through on your own, and the environmental questions are a case in point. So answer these questions, hit continue, answer the ones on the next page, and you shouldn't have any trouble answering these questions, because you should know your business well enough to know if they apply. With this list of questions, I encourage you to go through, read them very carefully. The very top one, where it says, do you want to voluntarily file your sales tax on a monthly basis? I'd hit no, because when you're starting a business and you have so many things going on, it's easy to forget that you have to pay your sales tax. If you hit no, you will get notices from the state that you need to pay your sales tax, and that really helps me. So, if you want to voluntarily file, if you have a great bookkeeper, that's awesome. But if you're starting out and it's just you and you have no one else to assist you, then I encourage you to hit no, so that you will get notices from the state. If you have ever filed for a business license in Utah before and received one, they're going to want to know about that. And so that is why there's this page, previous account information. If you have had a business in Utah before and you have had a state business license, go ahead and fill this out. But if you haven't, skip it. You don't need to worry about it. Just a little reminder, if the primary physical business address is the same as your business headquarters address, then click the box. If not, and you have different addresses for the physical business address and where you want your mail, then you will want to go down and put a new address in. This is a list of more questions that they want to know about what kind of business you're setting up. If you have questions on any of these, over on the right-hand column, there's a support button that you can hit, or you can call and ask questions, and they are more than happy to go through the questions with you and assist you as you navigate your way through this piece. The next few pages are ownership and management information, and just a little bit of information about this page. If you're opening a business and you're the only person that's going to be in the business, you have to register yourself as the registered agent and the partner. So you'll go in, put yourself in once, and then it will ask you to put in one partner. I don't know why this one's showing two, but usually it's just one partner or manager, and you go in and put yourself in again. If you actually do have one or two partners, then you will want to be the registered agent, and then you can put your partner's information in. knowing that later on, at the end of this licensing form, all three of you will need to sign it. You're almost done. The nice thing about this site, I love the green checklists because it shows you that the things with the green checklist have been completed and you don't need to worry about them anymore. If you have to go out of this site and you're in the middle of the registration and you go back in, it's a nice reminder of the areas that you need to go back and complete. This is where you put your EIN number. You'll be asked to do it again, and it should self-populate, but it might not. And so keep that EIN number handy because you will use it a few times. The next few pages are signature pages. As you will see, everyone that is going to be a partner or participate in your business will need to sign here. If you have a registered agent or someone that has designated power of attorney, they can electronically sign this application for you. The last step is to create your articles. If you're an LLC, you will have to have articles of incorporation, or if you're a corporation. The next few pages, or next few slides, forgive me, make it really easy to set up a very, very simple articles of incorporation. It also gives you a space to add more information if you choose to. Depending on the complexity of your business, you may choose to add more articles of incorporation, and if you do, I encourage you to get an attorney or an accountant to help you to make sure that your articles are complete. I encourage you, when you get to this slide, to go back over the whole format and make sure that every answer is correct, because this is your last opportunity to edit your business registration. And so when you hit continue, the next slide will be an opportunity, the next two slides will be an opportunity to go through all of the information and make sure that they are correct. You are almost there. You'll be getting an email with a confirmation of your name within 24 hours usually. Within a week, you should get an email that will let you complete your license information and set up your sales tax and other information. If you need to start ordering and buying product before your license comes in, you can take your EIN number and a retail tax ID form, the TC721, to the vendors. You should be able to order product with that information. Good luck. We're excited to have you open a business in Box Elder County, and we wish you all the best as you go on this journey. Know that the Box Elder Business Resource Center is available for you anytime you, between 9 and 5 that you need to come in. And if I am not in the office, then please feel free to call me at area code 435-919-7627, and I will get back with you. Again, good luck, and we wish you well on this wonderful journey of starting your own business.